Hi, Strivers. I am doing this really short notice impromptu coffee chat, I guess. Not that we're necessarily drinking coffee. It's very hot here right now. This is my friend Winter, and she has been working for, what, a couple of years?
For Body Code?
Yeah. 10 years with a thing called Body Code, which is essentially emotional patterning. And a long time ago, when I first started my fitness journey, it was kind of like, okay, if I get skinny, everything will be good. Everything will be solved, because I just need to work really hard and starve and work hard and the weight will come off. But I learned really soon that that wasn't necessarily the case. And I think my focus over the years has shifted to more a holistic approach. There's so many things going on with wellness that affect your body, how your body looks, how you move.
Exactly.
And it's not always about being skinny, and it's not always about, it's about quality of life, and it's about wellness and all those things. And part of that is, I have begun to realize a wellness journey is very much an emotional journey. Absolutely 100%. So I was talking to Winter yesterday, and she agreed to come here and talk a little bit about why you would do emotional patterning, what it is, and kind of why it might benefit. And I know that you've done a lot of work in a lot of different settings, some clinical settings, some one-on-one practice. So I'm just going to turn the time over. If you guys have any questions, shoot them, and I'll try to get them answered. If not, we'll answer them after the fact. And I'm just going to turn the time over to Winter, because it's really fascinating to me, the whole thing. So
It is. It opens up a whole new world if you have the perspective that you actually have control of your life. When I learned that I have control of my life because of my control of my emotions, my perceptions of things, then open up a whole new world that, wow, I actually have control of my life. Not that I'm a victim, and not that it's everybody else's fault or anything like that. So it starts with the perception. People ask me, is this really scientific? And it is very scientific. There's proof that your emotions have an energy to them. And the more negative emotions you have in your energy field, then the more you're going to have a low vibration. So it's going to make you can be sick, or you can try to work and work and work at losing weight, but you're not going to lose weight, because in your perception, it's like, oh, I'm never going to be able to lose weight.
So this is kind of like, it's not a traditional Western medicine approach. Western medicine is very much like give you a pill or give you whatever.
Exactly.
This was kind of marrying a little bit more of the Eastern thought process.
Yes.
But you practice it in a Western kind of setting. I mean,
yeah.
Because, and I have honestly myself begun to realize and read a lot more and more. People are beginning to realize that there is a place in between, or in where they mesh, the two thought processes mesh. That you have to address the internal and the external.
Well, it's just like in your thought process, in your thinking, you have your energy body and your physical body. So if your physical body is saying, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to lose weight, but your energy body is like, you are never going to lose weight. You are going to always be fat because this and this and this. And so they're not matching. So who's going to win? Your subconscious mind is always going to win.
So this is kind of getting into the deep things in the subconscious.
Yeah.
And it may not always be trauma or something. It might really be
just,
I mean,
like if you were, sometimes I work with people who are been trying to lose weight, and nothing they're doing is helping them to lose weight. So then you have to ask why. So then you go deeper, and they can be from like when you were 10 years old, 9 years old, 3 years old. Somebody said, you know what, if you eat that, you're going to be fat, and then no one's going to love you. So in your subconscious mind, it's like, oh my gosh, no one's going to love me if I'm fat. And so, or if you've been violated, if I'm fat, then I'm going to be violated. No one's going to touch this, you know. So your subconscious mind, it's a protection. So that's your subconscious mind, but yet on the outside, you're like, I got to lose weight because I know it's healthy. So that has a lot to do with it.
So it's kind of about figuring out what's going on with you individually that will bring everything into harmony. And there's sometimes even work with different body processes and stuff that you're emotionally hanging up. I know that we've done work on my thyroid. We've done work on, like, and I'll be real personal here. We've done work on my thyroid. We've done work on different things and different perceptions that I had. And it's very interesting. It's a very painless process. She kind of goes through and just does a bunch of, I don't know what you do, but I always feel better afterwards.
Right.
So,
well, it's just going to talking to your subconscious mind through muscle testing, so that you can ask, is there underlying imbalance that's causing me to not to be able to lose weight, or is there underlying imbalance? So sometimes you can go to your reproductive system. So you go to the reproductive system and it's imbalanced because you're, as a female or as a male, of who you are as your feminine state, is like, well, girls are supposed to look this way and I'm not looking that way, so then I'm not loved. So your reproductive system might be imbalanced, or you might have trouble. So it all ends up into a physical. It always starts in your energy field, and then it comes out into your physical world.
So if you kind of address what's going on in your energy field,
yes,
it can help the outside,
yes,
the outside manifestations, yes, even with everything.
And just the way of wording, it's like your emotions are so powerful. Your words are so powerful. And this is like, if you say, I have to lose weight, I have to eat this, I have to eat that. It's like, I have to. Who is your boss? Who's saying you have to? And when you say, I have to, it's like, oh, I have to. But if you say, I want to, you see, it just saying that to yourself, mm-hmm, changes that energy shift. I want to because I'm going to feel better. I want to because it's going to help me to be closer to my children. I want to. So it just changes the whole perspective of your energy.
And so I know they do work with this in with chronic illness,
mm-hmm,
I mean, it's a full spectrum wellness.
Yes, I work at a facility in Mexico that we work with people, mind, body, and spirit, and it helps a lot of people with cancer, Lyme disease, fibromyalgia, just detoxing, and you're working on the mind, body, and spirit. And like I said, it's very scientific. It's not any,
This isn't like put on a foil hat or
yeah,
something. Like, there's actually like,
yeah,
there's some real, obviously has some real credibility behind it.
Yes.
And so
yes,
if I were, like in our sessions, let's kind of talk about what happens. Like you basically are doing muscle testing, and can you do that over the phone? Can you, yeah, do that? Like, so it doesn't necessarily have to be in person. I mean,
it doesn't have to be. It's just energy. Energy, as Einstein said, energy is motion. Energy in motion. It's like if you can send a fax machine, do a fax.
Yeah.
How does that work? But you can do energy work over the phone by like this, or even if I work on you and just say, yeah.
So I really have. I know it seems a little. It seems a little crazy. Like it's like. But you know what? I've seen it personally work, and I just wanted to bring you guys an alternative view on something that you might want to consider.
Yeah. It's like opening up a whole new world of energy, and if you can tap into that world, you would be amazed and shocked of the transition and the change of your life when you can think of it that way. Honestly,
Jenna, I see your comment. I've always heard I love you even though you're fat. And see, I know we all hear these messages. It's weird how our world will put these labels and these values on us.
But the thing is like she loves you, but you have to love you. You have to love you because it doesn't matter what anybody else says, in a sense.
So regardless, I might be hearing that.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? But it really is about figuring out internally, right, how you feel. Mm-hmm. And one thing that the body code can do is help you kind of get to the root of some of those emotions that you may, right, not even realize.
Right.
I can remember things that were said to me when I was 6, 7, 8 by well-meaning family members, right, or whatever, and, right, I've wondered, how much does that figure in? So it's very interesting that that's something that could be done. So
basically, what I do, if you want to, it's like acupuncture, where they do acupuncture. Basically, what I do is remove those energy blocks in your energy field, and then it helps open up your energy field, and then helps you to be your physical body.
So this is kind of like acupuncture on an emotional level.
Yes.
So so a lot of us, because yoga is so big, we hear about chakras and stuff, mm-hmm, like that. Is, mm-hmm, it something kind of like that?
Yeah, you work with your chakras, you work with your meridians, and you work with your subconscious mind, basically.
Oh, it's so interesting. Mm-hmm. Jen, I saw that you said you always were forgive me, and I'm not seeing all the question now, but you always were raised to equate your appearance with affection. I think I have it right. Anyway, so it's crazy the things that we put, and it's made me so aware of what my daughters are hearing, because I, right, think it's especially hard on women.
Yes.
Like women...
There's something out there that women have to look like this. You know, I see men all the time who are like have these beer bellies,
and they're considered like cool and
it's okay. And then they got to have this like woman next to them. It's like, what's with that? But it's not really that. It's just, if you're going to look at it because I have to be attractive, or a woman is supposed to look like this, it's doing it for yourself, doing it for you. It's like, I want to feel great. I know when I go to the gym, I go there and I'm thinking, oh, I have to go to the gym because I want to look like. But when I get done, a half an hour later, I feel like, whew, I am hot. I'm like, I look so great.
It's
I
huge
feel so
for body
great.
image.
It's great.
Yeah.
And nothing's changed. But my subconscious mind is like, yeah, baby, I look good.
So it's kind of about, like, it is. The subconscious rules everything. It's true, because nothing could have changed in that gym session. I've experienced that myself. Or nothing could have changed if I ate a really great meal. Like, it doesn't happen that fast. It's a lifelong process.
Right.
But yeah, so you're dealing
with
the
another
subconscious.
thing I've learned is, it's so powerful. I do this to myself now. Say, you look at yourself and say, I am so grateful for you, body. Thank you.
I'm sorry, we've got like a low-flying airplane. We decided to come outside today because we have this breather of the heat first thing in the morning before the sun comes around. So
how many of us look at the mirror and say, oh man, I am so fat. Oh, look at my hips. They're so big. Look at that. But if we change those wordings to say, I am so grateful for you legs, for carrying me through this. I am so grateful, stomach, for providing, breaking down my food. I'm so grateful to you, colon, for getting rid of all my toxins. I'm so grateful. Be so grateful for everything. And that power, that energy will shift.
See, I know you talked to me really quickly about, you know, like mirror work, where you have your clients actually look in the mirror and say, I love you. And I'm like, that's okay, look, step. I've come a long way in 3 or 4 years, but that would still be very hard.
Yes.
Now, Diana is asking, does this help with eating disorders? Have you ever...
Yes, because eating disorder is like, it comes from what's called an addictive heart energy. So your heart is not feeling this love and this acceptance of itself or the world or whatever. And so to feel that love, we get all these outside influences, and so they become addictions to us. Whatever is satisfying us at that moment, it becomes an addiction. So we would ask, why do I have this eating? Why do I need that food? What is this food helping me to comfort? Like if you're lonely, or if you have a hard time with happiness, it's like that food is somehow filling that void. And so you would say, why do I feel it? In my thing, if somebody has an issue, I always say, why, and you get down to the nitty gritty. This is why. This seed right here is why.
And it might take a while to kind of analyze, and you help with that process. Mm-hmm. You kind of analyze and dig deep and figure out whatever it was, you know, that caused that creation. Or so.
Yeah, and it's amazing how interconnected our bodies are. Our bodies are so interconnected that your bladder is connected to your knees, or your kidneys. So if you have a knee issue, it could be stemming from a blocked emotion in your kidney. Like, look, see, I have a knee problem because it's coming from my kidney, which is coming because of this, which is coming because of that. It's very powerful.
It is very interesting because, like, especially in the very traditional medicines of the East, there was a lot of thought process about they all connect and everything is all connected, and they don't function independently. They don't treat a symptom; they treat the whole thing.
Right.
So I just think it's interesting. So
because these things, cancer, fibromyalgia, Lyme disease, anything that we have is just a name that we've given it. But your subconscious mind and your body you deal with symptoms. What is the symptom? I'm tired all the time. I want to eat all the time. Why? What's causing that? And you just say, why? And then you get them. So it could be a subconscious mind. Your perception is that no one loves me, or my efforts were unreceived for when I was 5 years old. It can stem back way from there. I've worked on many people that some of those underlying belief systems, perceptions, come when they're 3, 5, 10, 12, whatever.
Interesting. Anyway, so thank you, Winter. This has been very interesting, and I know there's a lot more. She'll be putting I'm gonna actually have her write a blog piece, so watch for that really soon, probably in the next week or so it'll be up. So watch for that. And then also we're gonna go ahead and put Winter's contact information. I think you're back here in the States for a little bit before you go back to Mexico.
Yeah, but even though when I'm working in Mexico, I can still work on people.
Okay, so if it's something of interest, again, you guys, this is not medical advice, this is not us saying you need to do this. I'm just presenting it because I think it's a very interesting, very powerful. I think from our own experience, Winter's worked with many of my family. It's very interesting crazy stuff. Like I remember one time I had this weird metallic taste in my mouth and I couldn't get rid of it. And you did some sort of work on me and it was like some underlying thing. It was so strange. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But it's very, all I can say is it's been very interesting to watch it. So.
And the thing is, I want people to know I'm not a healer. I just remove imbalances or blocks. And then your body allows itself to heal.
So it's about, you're not the healer. You're not like a physician. You're not anything. You're not going to prescribe medicine. It's really just about energy work.
Because if you give the body what it needs, it can heal itself. So all I'm doing is releasing those blockages that are keeping your body from healing itself. And then your body then takes over and it can heal itself.
That's awesome. All right, cool. So thanks, Winter, for being with us for a little bit. And watch for her information. Go ahead and send some questions if you have them. I'll try to get them answered with her today over the course of the day. Thanks, guys. Glad to have you here.